there. All right, I am going to invite Brianna Woner. Find her here. All right. Let's see. Okay. There she is.
There we go.
Still, I saw you joined and I was like, wait, where is her face?
Yeah.
Still
Sorry.
navigating our new forms of technology.
Oh. Yeah, give me a sec. I wasn't able to set up my camera fast enough.
Oh, that's okay. We're a couple minutes early than when we told everyone we'd be on here, so give everyone a minute to catch up and join us. And while Brianna is getting set up there, I'll just recap what we are here doing our lives about, which is the Simple Wellness Summit that we are hosting. It is a free virtual wellness summit that will be June 25th through the 27th. And we're going to have 22 guest speakers speaking on a variety of different topics, all around simple wellness. So simple wellness techniques that you can work into your busy everyday lives. And we're going to have 3 different topics for 3 different days. So last couple lives, we talked about the first 2 days. So day 1 will be on stress management, day 2 on nutrition, and today we're going to be discussing day 3 on the mind-body connection, which also goes hand in hand with the stress management. There's a lot of overlap there, but we're focusing on the mind-body connection today, which Brianna and I are both passionate about, both of us being yoga teachers and discovering through both our professional and personal experiences that just how connected our minds are to our bodies and vice versa.
It is scientifically proven, people, that the mind is connected to the body. And we are still learning how much the mind controls the body. But I think that's the first thing to note is like whatever's in your mind will materialize outside. So if you're having a bad day in your head, you might stub your toe outside of your head, right? Like we've all had those days where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and all of a sudden, it's this and that and the other, or you might get to a car accident or whatever. So not saying that those feelings aren't valid, because no one wakes up happy every single day, right? No one's life is perfect every single day. No one event is, you know what I'm saying? Like when we're looking outside of ourselves for the answer to what life looks like, we're missing who we are, right? Right? Keeping up with the Joneses or the Kardashians or the whoever you want to call it. Like, we just need to respect everybody where they are and then really work on ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Things like just over here mind my own business, and like, no, you really need to, because if you're not, you could eat the wrong things because you're not listening to your body, right? Or you could be in a horrible relationship because you're not listening to your inner intuition, right? Just like as babies, when we get close to something that's hot, we'll either feel it and back away, or touch it, know it's hot, and know we're never going to touch it again, right? Like we still have that innate like in us like, I don't know about talking to this person. Like they seem a little off. Maybe I should just, instead of entertaining them and keep going because you just want to be nice, maybe you just politely, bow out of the conversation and move on.
Yeah, and I think there's, a good reason why it's been said for long before there's been so much buzz around the mind body connection concept is, when you say like listen to your gut. um, they've recently discovered that 90% of the serotonin in our bodies, which we used to think was mostly in our brains, is in our guts. So, a lot of our intuition does come from our gut and, other parts of our bodies. Um, yeah, I'm glad, Brianna, like you said, that, it is starting to become scientifically proven that a lot of these wellness practices like yoga and meditation um, actually do improve your health. And because I think there are so many people, especially in the science community, that thankfully are starting to understand but have been skeptical of things like yoga or manifestation, things like that. They think of it as being woo woo and not true science, but there's actually like research being done now that shows that things like yoga can actually decrease things like heart disease and actually improve. I know people that have cured their MS just through yoga, you know. And these things that we tend to think are, only in our heads are incurable. Um, when you really tap into and listen for the wisdom that is within your body, you can do things that you never thought you could do and feel a way that you never thought you could feel.
Right. And I mean, a lot of disease that we do get is caused by stress, holding on to things, letting it fester, and it materializes as ailments in our body, right? Like possible cancers and, other things, diabetes and all of that. It's like if you're not just what you're eating, but how you're thinking too, right? And I think a big thing, right, is like letting go, because we all have the journey that we have in our lives, right? This happened, that happened, this happened, that, whether, and of course, everybody's got their own different way that they handle that. But like the pieces where you've been wronged or you've been hurt, like you have to emotionally let it go, because a lot of times that gets stuck in our body and materializes into things that can, cause us to get cancer and diabetes and, these things. And a lot of people don't, I think, again, Western medicine is realizing this too. Like you have to talk about your feelings, and you kind of have to delve into your childhood, because everything that you do as an adult, your foundation was laid as a kid, like we got to do those things. And in the in between, right? Doing things like meditating, breathing, laughing, going to the gym, walking, in nature will help you get back to that part of yourself that you can remember as whole and safe, right? Even animals, right? They've done studies on people who are depressed. You have an animal, your depression lifts, or with, cancer, terminal illnesses, right? Like also being around, not only an animal, positive people, right? Uplifting yourself. I was actually luckily invited to be a vendor at this event, and the husband and wife that put it on, he's like a 3-time cancer survivor, right? And his oncologist is like, you shouldn't even be here, right? He got cancer at 17. He's in his 50s, you know, and he's like, if you look at any of my MRIs, like I got half a kidney and half a lung over here, and, you know, but like when the doctor said I couldn't, I said, no, I can, you know, and no one, when you get a, you know, a terminal illness like death notice, right? Like, oh, you have X amount of time to live. Like you have two options. You can either, you know, wallow and wait to die, or start living. And no matter how much time you have, whether you like beat the cancer or you just have 3 months, like that's the best 3 months, right, of your life, because you're thinking more positively.
Yeah, and I think yeah, they're you know, these practices can help give you insight onto things that you can control and work to change or manifest, but also to soften and be accepting of things that you can't control or that can't be changed, and to find a balance between those. And I think, you know, these practices help you reflect, um, and yeah, like the little stressors that, or whether it's like little stressors that accumulate just in your daily life, or, you know, childhood trauma, um, whatever it is, it's like, you know, these practices are help you kind of clean your slate so that you can see things more clearly, and see, you know, where you can change, where you can grow, and where you need to soften, and you know, just be more accepting of life. And when you do that, that also allows you to be more open to receiving growth and change and transformation.
Exactly, right? Like you're hard, right? You go, 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 right? You do the thing and then you soften, right? You go to sleep or you meditate, or you just like sit down and take a break for 5 minutes. So these are the type of things that you will learn at our summit on the 25th, 26th, and 27th. Guys, we are so excited. Like you have to sign up. Like how could you not sign up? Like this is
Free.
stuff.
It's virtual. You can do it anywhere.
Virtual, you know, and like I think everybody's looking for ways to incorporate healthy living into their life. And I think this is a great place to get that information. So please check out the link below. And I will say it here, simplewellnessnow.info. Again, simplewellnessnow.info, where you can get all this information for free, 25th, 26th, and 27th. And because it's virtual, you can be on a beach and catch a couple of videos or something, or, you know, just check us out, guys. We're so excited. We can't wait to see you, and follow us too. And everything's hooked up to our YouTube, so you can see all of our past lives as well. But thank you guys for joining us, and we can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you there. Bye.